Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa buddhang dhammang sanghang namassami. So today is the fourth day of the retreat. Before that, 3 days, gave some Dhamma discourse. Anybody can recollect what I said, gist of it, on the first day, on the second day, on the third day? No, from your mind, I'm saying from your mind. Yes. First day I talked about basics of practicing meditation. Second day about these 3 stages of developing wisdom. Yesterday about the right understanding and right thought necessary for practice. So, because if when I'm saying, I will be saying with mindfulness, so I will remember what I'm saying. So this, the mindfulness, being there at this present moment. Mindfulness is always present moment, awareness, not in the past, not in the future. And so our wisdom can only arise in the present moment. Wisdom cannot arise in the past, wisdom cannot arise in future. Wisdom is always at the present moment. So that's why when we develop mindfulness, always present moment, like you observe the breath, present moment. Past breath you see, no. Future breath you see, no. Only present breath. Or whatever you are observing, what is happening right now, here and now. This is very important. Whatever is happening here and now. What happened in the past, we can think of it, but it is not the same as when it actually happened in the past. What we can think of future, but future may be different. But present is what we know with clear understanding, present moment. So our wisdom is only at the present moment, not in the past, not in the future. That's why present moment is so important. If you may have done, say, in these days, 3-4 days, you may have done some of the times you have done very wonderful meditation. Some of the sessions, and some of the sessions may be not so great. But whether it was good, some of them, or whether some of them are not good, now what you do is only important thing. Every time you do, every time it is new. Every time you do, every time you are aware, every time you are practicing meditation. Yes, if you have done in the past for a long time, this will help you. But still you have to do present moment. The present moment is so important. And wisdom, when you understand something, understand about the body, understand about the mind, understand about the craving, understand about the nature of craving, clinging, unhappiness, or dissatisfaction, or unpleasantness, or heaviness of mind, or whatever it is, or freedom from craving. Whatever you understand, present moment, this moment you understand, oh, it is happening like this, it is happening like that. So present moment is very important for our practice. Past, future, no. So when you are meditating, always give importance to this moment when you are meditating. For example, maybe for 1 hour session, you sit 10 20 minutes may not go well, but it doesn't matter. You still have one moment, and one moment is enough to understand realities of life. One moment of wisdom. Wisdom is only one moment or two, three. It's not like all the time. But yes, so when you every moment you take as new and important, every moment now that you are hearing, every moment that you are hearing, we are talking about present moment awareness to develop wisdom. Wisdom about what? Wisdom about impermanence, anicca. As soon as I hear the word anicca, this has changed. It is finished. If I repeat this word anicca again, it is again new. That word is finished. That sound is gone. Like this, similarly with our thoughts and feelings. They come and disturb us in our meditation sometimes. Thoughts and feelings, thoughts about past. Why do people have a distraction in their meditation? Because of thoughts about past or thoughts about future. Mostly these two. Either they are thinking this happened, that happened, it was good, it was not good, or they are bothered in future, this may happen, that may happen, this if this happens it will be so good, if that happens it will be so bad. But present moment is the only moment of understanding. Rest all unimportant. So whatever you do when you are walking, that present moment is important. When you are talking, that present moment is important. When you are eating, that present moment is important. And when we say we have to deal with our mental defilements, our greed, our craving, our aversion, our hatred, our ego, our pride, our jealousy, whatever, all these negative mental qualities, our self view, sense of I, self or I-ness, whatever it is, all these things, we have to deal with them, we have to remove them. We say like this. When do you remove? Present moment. Whatever greed that came in the past, you can't do anything about it. Whatever greed that may come in future, what time it may come, we don't know. But whatever greed that is arising right now, we can deal with it. Only that much we can deal with it. Rest of the things we cannot. Past greed, we cannot. Future greed, we cannot. Past hatred, we cannot. Future hatred, we cannot. Only present moment, whatever unwholesome tendencies arising in the mind, only that much we can deal with. And if we are able to deal with it, the thing is, whatever greed that happened in the past, or happening right now, or may happen in future, their tendency to work is similar. So you don't have to go and know the past greed. You don't have to go and know the future greed. If you know the present greed, then you will know how good or bad it is. Bad, you will know. Because the way it functions is still similar. In the past, how it functions, now how it is, and in the future, how it is. So, if you know the present moment, this greed or hatred or ignorance or jealousy or whatever it is, whatever is bad, and you know at this moment this is bad, this is causing this trouble to myself, to my mind, This is causing the suffering. If you understand this correctly, precisely, then next time you will be, when it comes, you will be more careful about it. Yes, yes, this is the thing that causes the suffering. This is the thing that causes the trouble. But you have to understand it deeply. Little bit of understanding will not be good enough. You have to understand the real nature of the defilements, how they come, how they make our mind restless or unhappy or heavy or complicated or whatever it is, and how they take away the happiness or the peace of our mind as long as they stay. And how, when they go away, how again our mind is happy and peaceful. This whole mechanism you have to understand correctly, thoroughly, then only you will be able to deal with it properly. Little bit of understanding may not be enough. So that's why we say meditation should be practiced repeatedly, practiced consistently, so that we people practice like this, then they can develop deeper wisdom. Deeper wisdom. 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 10 time, 20 time, then they understand better. Happiness they understand, unhappiness they understand. Because generally all of you must you must understand that the amount of ignorance we have, amount of ignorance with regard to our own mind, with regard to our own body, with regard to the way we think or do things, with regard to our own happiness and unhappiness. The amount of ignorance we have is very big, very, very big. It is extremely big. So, to remove all these ignorance is not something that you can do 1 day, 2 day, or 1 month, 2 month, or 1 year, 2 year. You cannot. It takes time. It takes time. It takes practice for a long time. Because our wisdom is not very big and our ignorance is very big. So, till the time our wisdom is bigger and ignorance is smaller, we will always be under the influence of these defilements. When our wisdom will be bigger and our ignorance smaller, then we will be able to deal with the defilements, all these mental qualities, unwholesome mental qualities, in a very easy manner. But till that time, we have to keep on doing it. And many times it is possible, many times we will not be able to deal with them properly. When greed will come, it will come. And many times we may not be able to deal with it properly. When hatred will come, anger will come, it may come, and we may not be able to deal with it properly all the time. But if we are persistently doing and trying, then eventually our wisdom will increase and our ignorance will reduce. Then it is easier. That's why Lord Buddha said, Khanti paramang tapotitika. Patience is the highest austerity. In the practice of Dhamma, patience is of highest austerity. Because when you are patiently doing it, eventually your defilements will become weaker and weaker. When your greed comes, you have to be patient and not to act on that. One time you forget, next time again you do, again you do, again you do, like this. When anger comes, so you have to patiently endure and let go our own uh, defilements again, 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 again. Then only they will lose the strength. Our defilements are very unique, you see, they're very unique. When you are aware of them, when you are able to see them clearly, then they try to run away. They don't stay in the mind. They're our own mental defilements, but they don't stay in the mind when you are able to clearly see them. They want to disguise themselves. It's like an enemy that lives in our own mind. And that is our biggest enemy, our own defilement, not anybody else. Our defilements are our biggest enemy because they are the ones taking away our unhappiness. They are the ones causing us suffering in this life, in the next future life, in the next life, a life after life. That's why Lord Buddha said, no, if you are you were killed by a tiger or bitten by a snake and you die, whatever, no, it is still not so bad. But if you are under the control of these defilements, mental unwholesome tendencies, it is very horrible because in this case, by snake bite or tiger attack, you will maybe dying only one time. But these defilements will kill us many times, give us suffering many times in this life, another life, another life. It will not let us live happily. It will not let us be free from suffering. So it is such a big enemy we have. And this enemy is inside. And the funny part is when the greed comes, hatred comes, ego comes, jealousy comes, we tend to like it or entertain it. For normal people, no? We okay, this much only, that much only, like this. We encourage it. Internally, we are okay with it. We don't say, oh, this is bad. This will take away my happiness. This will cause me suffering. Let us not entertain this. Let us not ignore. Let us remove this. We don't say like this. We don't think. We don't even think like this. So, in if that is the case, then we have no way of uh, finding happiness. And every time the defilements come, you have to catch them at the present moment. Not in the past, not in the future. Every time greed, hatred, ignorance, jealousy, pride, whatever, highness, minus, whatever comes, where do you catch it? Now only. Now. Now it is there, not there. Yes, no. So our mind we have to train like this. We should train every day like this, so that any moment of the day, people ask, "You have greed?" You should be able to say no or yes. If yes, how much? This much. You have hatred now? Yes, no. You know, that's what Lord Buddha has mentioned in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta. When there is greed, he knows. When there is no greed, he knows. You know. So we have to train our mind so that it is able to see. Mindfulness should be so strong and well built that it is able to see, understand. It is not something that you do overnight, but this is how we have to train ourselves. That's what Lord Buddha has explained in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta. If you are aspiring for liberation, if you are aspiring to be free from to freedom from all suffering, then you have to train yourself every moment, every present moment like this. Yes, sometimes you will forget, sometimes you will remember, But if you do, you will remember more times and forget less times. For a person who just starts, they forget most of the times and then remember one or two times to deal with the defilements. But if they do it again and again and again, then they remember more times. I have to deal with it. Oh, this is what has come. And then they will forget less times. So this is the training that we must do for ourselves. Other people, of course, cannot do it for us. The training of the mind to see the defilements and to let them go. And all this will happen at the present moment. So this much for today. Tomorrow I may have to go because it's Basavasa time, so I have to spend one day there, one night there in Bangalore. So tomorrow maybe evening time I will go, and day after tomorrow evening time I will go, and day after tomorrow, Monday morning again I will come back. So we'll continue as usual. So tomorrow there may be no discourse. After puja you can practice meditation and then take rest. Yes, and then I will tell day after tomorrow during discourse time. Now I said we have to deal with the defilements like this, and then there is another question. We deal with defilements, but some of the defilements are weak, some of them are very strong and powerful. Some of them are very strong and powerful. So it is not easy to deal. Like you can catch one small thief easily. But to catch a group of bandits, robbers, is difficult. It's not an easy thing. One big group of robbers or thieves. Not an easy. One person you can catch easily. So then we need something. So how to manage your mind when extreme amount of anger comes, extreme amount of greed or craving comes, how to manage the mind? We need something special. So this something special is the one of the special thing is the recollection of the qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. That I will talk about on Monday evening. How to use this to manage the keep the mind strong and balanced when the stronger defilements come. So that is the importance of the three refuges, the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha, that I will talk about it on Monday. So we conclude the discourse today here. If you have questions, you can ask.